I welcome my colleagues this morning as we consider the nominations of Stephen Censky to be the Deputy Secretary of Agriculture and Ted McKinney to be the Undersecretary of Agriculture for Trade and Foreign Agriculture Affairs. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is made up of 29 agencies and offices and employs nearly 100,000 men and women who work in all 50 states and all around the globe. The Department provides leadership on food, agriculture, natural resources, rural development, nutrition, scientific research, related issues that impact Americans each and every day. Secretary Perdue and his team have hit the ground running to keep the Department working on behalf of the nation's farmers, ranchers, and other rural stakeholders, but we need to get his team officially on board. The Secretary is with us this morning. Mr. Secretary, if you would stand for a moment, I would appreciate it. Thank you for the job that you are doing. Now, the Deputy Secretary of Agriculture is the second highest ranking official at the U.S. Department of Agriculture appointed by the President with the advice and consent of the Senate. More importantly, he becomes the acting Secretary if the Secretary is unable to perform the duties of his office. That's not going to happen. The position also coordinates day-to-day operations within the Department and efforts across agencies. The Deputy Secretary is tasked with implementing the departmental mission, fostering strong rural communities and creating new agriculture markets. The Deputy Secretary receives input from outside the agency and stays up to date on issues and trends in the agriculture arena. The nominee for this role, Steve Censky, grew up on a soybean, corn, and diversified livestock farm near Jackson, Minnesota. I'm sorry.
Cheering section here.
I think probably I'll turn that over to the distinguished senator from Minnesota.
Go ahead.
No, please. I insist.
We're just always happy to have a Minnesotan in our position of such importance. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'll get into the details after that introduction, and I thank the senator. He began his career working as a legislative assistant for Senator Jim Abner. Later, Steve served at the U.S. Department of Agriculture during both the Reagan and the Bush administrations. More recently, he has served as the American Soybean Association's Chief Executive Officer. Steve and his wife, Carmen, reside in suburban St. Louis, have 2 daughters who are in college. Steve, we welcome you to the Ag Committee. The position of Undersecretary for Trade and Foreign Agricultural Affairs was established by this committee with strong bipartisan support in the 2014 Farm Bill. It is designed to provide singular focus on trade at the Department and to foster more effective coordination of trade policies all across our USDA agencies. In addition, it will bring high-level representation to key trade negotiations, foreign officials, and within the executive branch. Secretary Perdue moved quickly during his first month at the Department to follow the direction of the Congress and establish this important position. The new Trade and Foreign Agriculture Affairs mission area will include the Foreign Agriculture Service, which deals with international markets, and the U.S. Codex Office, which is part of an interagency and international partnership that develops international governmental and non-governmental food standards. If confirmed, Ted McKinney would be the first person to qualify to lead this mission, and his background offers a range of experience for him to do exactly that job. He grew up on a family grain and livestock farm in Tipton, Indiana. He is currently the director of the Indiana State Department of Agriculture. Previously, Ted has worked with Dow AgroSciences and with Alanco. I'm going to yield to the distinguished senator from Indiana for any remarks he might want to make at this particular time.
Thank you, Mr.